Alrighty, here we go, back at it again with Duelist Kingdom, and in this one it is Taya taking on Rex. Now when you look at these two decks side by side, Taya and the fairies, Rex and his dinos, while the dinos might hit a little bit harder straight off the bat, Taya, her fairies have a lot more strategic advantage as well with their equip cards, and you know, Taya having some cards like Wabaku and stuff. I find it hard to think that Rex, in the long run, would get the win in this one. You would think the longer this duel goes, the better it is for Taya. And she starts off with the Witch of the Black Forest, which is always handy. There's a Silver Bow and Arrow, and there's Chorus of Sanctuary as well, so that'll be a 500 defense increase for all of the defense position monsters. Witch of the Black Forest goes face down, so that'll be a 1700 defense straight off the bat, so not bad start for Taya. And Two-Headed King Rex. Rex Raptor's strongest card as announced in the early episodes. Equipped with a raised body heat, so 1900, that will get over Witch of the Black Forest. However, its effect will activate. Taya can pull a card with 1500 or less defense. And she does have access to the Dark Elf from that effect. And yeah, that's the one I would have pulled as well. Dark Elf, 2000 attack. And there's Shining Friendship as well. Alright, Dark Elf goes down, 2000 attack. Does require 1000 points to attack, but worth it to get Two-Headed King Rex off the field. So Taya down on life points, but that's all she's down. In terms of a 2000 attack monster, you take that every day of the week at this stage of the game. Oh, fissure. Rex Raptor destroys Dark Elf in one shot. And now Crawling Dragon number 2 comes to the field at a 1600 attack. Taya down to 5400 life points. And Taya has just drawn Monster Reborn now as well. She could play that to get Dark Elf back, which again, with a 2000 point advantage, very, very advantageous for Taya here. And back comes Dark Elf. She can also do a normal summon here as well, and she pulls down Ancient Elf at 1450. So Taya does have a couple of spellcasters that resemble that sort of elf fairy kind of look as well. Ancient Elf being one of them. 1450 off Raptor, he's down to 6050. Taya at 4400. And we turn change back to Rex Raptor. And a face down magic or trap, along with the face down defense. So Raptor now on the defensive. Taya looking to take maybe a game-winning advantage here. There's Magician of Faith. That can bring back a Monster Reborn. And Anthrosaurus is flipped up, attacked from Ancient Elf. And 2000 points now off of Rex Raptor, so he's down to 4050. And another face down defense from Rex Raptor, and it looks like he might be cooked in this first match. He's only going to be able to defend like this for so long. Taya plays Dispel, which will allow her to get a spy at Raptor's face down. It is 7 tools of the Bandit. Down goes Shining Friendship. You can equip that with a Silver Bow and Arrow. However, there's Magician of Faith as well. Okay, down goes Monster Reborn. You can bring back a Two-Headed King Rex just to taunt Rex Raptor and have one of his better dino monsters under Taya's control. 1600 now for Shining Friendship, and will this be it? Dark Elf attacks. Taya's down to 2,400 points. She hasn't got a lot left herself either. But yes, this will be enough for Taya. 1,450. It'll put Rex down to 1,000. And Taya can finish it off with two-headed King Rex. As we set up, I just gotta get some gunk out my nose. It's been a week like that, unfortunately, down here in Australia. It's been cold and rainy and does everybody's nose in. Alright, as we set up again, Raptor, we will now go from his perspective. He wins the rock, paper, scissors and elects to go first. Okay, Tomosaurus is played face down to start off for Rex Raptor and straight to his end phase, so just a simple defense to kick off. Taya now. Her first turn, she also goes defensive. Could be a Spirit of the Heart maybe, I think she does have that in her deck. There's Fissure for Raptor. And now two-headed King Rex. And Raptor strengthens King Rex with Invigoration. That puts King Rex to 2,000. Might as well leave Tomosaurus face down as a defensive shield. Alright, two-headed King Rex attacks. Lunar Queen Elzame, 1,100 defense. And Taya staring down a 2,000 attacker straight off the bat. And Taya goes with a little bit of a thought process. And, oh, Fissure. Great draw. Both players have Fissure in their hand. So we could see a lot of monsters going off the field very quickly. Straight up. There's Doriado. And Taya now to the battle phase. Tomosaurus at only 400 defense is destroyed by Doriado, and Raptor in trouble. He's only got Serpent Knight Dragon. He would have been hoping maybe to summon that if he was able to keep King Rex on the field for one more turn. There's Anthrosaurus. Taya, she's... Anthrosaurus in defense. Raptors elected to hold Fissure. Maybe hoping that Taya would tribute Doriado, maybe. And she doesn't. There's Hourglass of Courage, and Raptor has to get that off the field quick, because if that lasts one turn on the field, its attack will double. We'll put it up to 2,200. Anthrosaurus is destroyed by Doriado. And 550 points off Raptor. He's down to 7,450. And this one's in danger already for Raptor. There's Mega Zowler. Raptor's got no choice but to use Fissure. He can't let Hourglass of Courage double in attack. Alright, Taya's going to be able to get some direct attacks here. So Raptor currently undefended. I do think that Taya may just be a little bit too much for Rex Raptor to handle, especially with this Duelist Kingdom deck that Taya has. Fairies early on in Duelist Kingdom were actually really good. And there's Elves Light as well. Strengthens Goddess with the third eye. So 16 and 12 is 28. Raptor will be left with 3,050. Sorry, 4,650. I was way off. Oh. But it's looking good for Taya now. Rex Raptor still unable to play any monsters. He's drawn a bit of a brick. Unfortunately, he... although if he drew a Crawling Dragon, he could still have a chance to come back, but it's a long shot now for Raptor to come back from this. Taya face down Spell or Trap. and Fairy Witch to the field, a weaker spellcaster monster. But altogether, 3,200 points coming off a Raptor. He's going to be down to, what's that? That's 2,250 minus 800, so 1,450. And Raptor looks pretty much cooked. Taya's won this one pretty much easy in the end. Raptor draws Ukazi. He is drawn an absolute brick for the second game, unfortunately. We have seen Raptor play better than this in the we have seen Raptor play better than this in the past. But unfortunately on this day he just didn't get the draws, and Taya is going to pick up what is relatively a pretty easy win and advance her standings in the Duelist Kingdom season. As we watch Raptor get finished off, I'm going to come over to my screen. Let's check what's coming up in Duelist Kingdom. Alright, Taya defeated Rex Raptor. We've got Pegasus going up against Maya in the next game, which that could be an interesting match. We have seen some, I think we saw some cup battles between those two. Kyber and Weevil, Mokuba's got Bakura, Panic has got Bones, and the Paradox Brothers have Bandit Keith. So we do have some decent matches coming up over here. Let's flick over to Battle City and have a check what's coming up over there. Battle City, we've got Ishizu going up against Arcana. So that promises to be a pretty decent match on paper, but we'll see if it does deliver. Well, thanks everyone for tuning in. I'm going to go ahead and get this produced. Thanks for leaving all the comments as well, wherever you are in the world. Stay safe, take care, farewell.